All right, ladies.
Oh my God. Dance with me. Oh yeah!
Trips, it's always an exciting adventure with you. I won't count how many almost car crashes we got into. Daddy, you teach me a love for Torah and Mitzvah, take me to concerts, sports games, and push me to go on roller coasters and rappel from the scariest mountains. You're the best travel guide and take us on the most awesome trips. I love you both very much and hope to give you lots of nachas and make you proud. Yaira, my big sister. It's not easy being in the same school and having the same teachers. You're pretty much the perfect student. You should see the teachers' faces when I tell them I'm your brother. I love when we get hyper together and laugh all night. Moria, I know I'm not always the nicest to you, but that's because I know you can handle it. Want a cookie? You're so much fun to play games with, like frisbee, basketball, and I love watching you do triple flips. I'm one of your biggest fans. Isaac, my bro, Hashem blessed me to have a brother just like me. Everyone that sees you calls you Little Joshie. You might be stronger, louder, and crazier, and almost bigger than me. Remember, I'll always be older and smarter. I love teaching you how to play sports, and when you play with me and my friends on Shabbos, you always hold your own. In my Bar Mitzvah Parsha, which is the longest in the Parsha, the Torah goes to great length to repeat the karbanos of each Nasi. It would have been much shorter to just write it once and then say that all the Nasiim brought the same karbanos. Why the lengthy repetition? I think there is two lessons here. First, people always think they have to outdo each other, whether it comes to mitzvot or otherwise in life. The Torah is telling us that each Nasi brought the same exact carbon as his fellow Nasi. There was no need to outdo each other to be great, and Hashem values each of our mitzvahs if done correctly and with the right intentions. This teaches us that we can be the same as everyone else and still have individual greatness. The second lesson, looking at this from another angle, is that the Torah is teaching us that although it would seem that all the offerings were the same, the truth is that every Seva brought its own special gift with its unique flavor. The unique flavor was dependent on the leader of the tribe. It was who was bringing it, not what was being brought. Each individual is special and has their own unique talents and gifts to present. You give two bakers the same ingredients, their cakes will taste different because they each have their own flavor and special touch. So everyone should always use their own talents for good and realize we each have own special contributes to make to the world. Enjoy the night.
Bracha, the Medrash records an interesting discussion between Hashem and the angels. They said, Hashem says in Devarim, well, Hashem says here that he should show favor to Bnei Yisrael, but it also says in Devarim that Hashem does not show favor or take bribes. So, how do you solve this contradiction? So Hashem replied, how can I not show favor to Bnei Yisrael? I wrote in the Torah, V'chalta v'savata, you should eat and be full, and then you should bless Hashem, but Bnei Yisrael bless me even after eating bread the size of milk. So the question is, what does this answer mean? Pasuk in the Devarim says, Aser to Aser. You should surely give Meiser. And the Gemara explains what this means is, Aser b'tfil to Aser. Give Meiser so that you will become rich. So Gemara and I asked, what does this mean? Obviously, there are plenty of people that give charity and do not become rich. So he explains with the Pirkei Avos that says, what does it mean to be rich? To be happy with your portion. For example, you can be rich, but you won't ever be happy if you're always looking for how much money you can make or working and never enjoying it. Which I have as a dilemma sometimes. So the richest promised by Rabbi Yochanan, if you give tzedakah, does not necessarily mean you'll be blessed with big bank accounts. What it does mean is that you'll experience the bracha of being happy with what you have. So he derives from the Torah's words that giving charity to someone that needs it will make the giver feel more positive about the blessings he already has in life. So to answer the original question, the Kabbalists explain that this third bracha in Birchas Kohanim is talking about the bracha of Ashirus, rich. And what it means is that what Hashem is saying, how could I not bless the Jews with wealth if they bless me even with eating just a little bit? And they are happy with whatever they have, so I want to bless them that they should have this trait of being happy with whatever they have. Joshie exemplifies these two traits. He's always happy with whatever he has, and when we offer to buy him stuff, or even his sibling stuff, he's always like, we don't need it. We have everything we need. On the other hand, he's always looking to give to others. Whenever his friends need help with anything, or just a friend to talk to, he's always available to give them whatever they need, and do it with a smile and a full heart. For the thank yous. Thank you to my parents and in-laws for being such great role models for both me and Tamara and my entire family. Thank you to my father for always making time to come and visit and learn with Joshie and teaching him the Derech HaYosher. Thank you, Mommy, for caring so much about our kids' spiritual and physical needs and always being there to study with them for tests and simplify hard concepts. Thank you to my father-in-law, Abba, for teaching Joshie his laning and learning with him about becoming Bar Mitzvah for the last year and always being available to babysit, learn with the kids, or for questions. Thank you to Mommy for raising the most beautiful daughter in the world. It's so special to have a mother-in-law that is so easy to deal with. To my beautiful wife, Tamara, you continue to amaze me. You're a great wife, entrepreneur, best friend to so many people, and most importantly, an unbelievable mother. You manage 2 businesses, Topaz and Ruby, and a swim instructor while giving your full attention to each of the kids and making time to be there for all of your friends and putting a smile on the face of anyone who meets you, intentionally or unintentionally. The care and love you give each child is inspiring. From all the kids, I say thank you, and I only wish us both nachas and health and happiness for many more years to come. Just a little about my Zaydis. Even though they aren't here with us anymore, they continue to play a huge role in my family. Your namesake, Yeshua Yitzchak Ben Yechiel, was a Holocaust survivor, but never had it easy when he came to America after most of his family was killed in the Holocaust. But he raised a beautiful home family with Baba Yinta. I recently spoke about Zaidi and his dark side and how he fulfilled the 3 pillars of the world, Torah, Avodah, and Gemilas Chasadim. And I see how you follow in Zaidi's footsteps for all these midos. You love learning, and all your Rebbeim tell us that you always participate in class and know all the answers. You love doing the voluntary Mishnah program and take your davening and brachos very seriously. Now, to Zaidi Moshe, you passed away a few years back. I think about him all the time and how he would enjoy all these family simchas. Words cannot describe the amount of love I have for him, and of course, to Bobby Susie, may you live and be well for many more years to come. They were known throughout the kosher fruit industry and beyond as the most honest people and always ready to help anyone in need. To Poppy, we miss you so much. You always taught us how to be honest in business and always find time to learn and spend quality time with your family. Joshie, you have the same witty humor as him. Safta, may you live and be well. We learned so much from you. We learned so much from you, from all the stuff awesome and Yom Tovim we were lucky to spend with you. You teach us how to always look at the positive in everyone and in life in general, and how to make the best time out of everything. We've been fortunate to spend times in Israel and Orlando with you, and tomorrow year I had the best trip to other lives to South Africa with you a few years back. Age does not slow you down one bit, as evidenced by the time you went skydiving in Orlando a few years ago. To my Bar Mitzvah boy Joshie, where do I start? Your infectious smile is something that is captivating and says who you are.
Mazel Tov, Josh. I'll try to be nice. Earlier today, I had a gymnastics competition, and I left early for you. Thank you, Etsy, for coming to cheer me on and take me home. You're the best neighbor. Back to Joshie. I love playing basketball with you, and you teaching me new moves and doing competitions with you. I love going on your shoulders in the pool and everywhere, and trying to teach you TikTok dances. I like that you don't care what to say and just say comments, but it could really be annoying. You're the best chef and baker, better than mommy. I love eating your food. I like that we're really in common, like doing flips on the trampoline really fast. I love you. You're the best brother. If I could say way more stuff that you're the best, I would be here the whole night. Mazel Tov, Joshie. You're the best.
Playing basketball, making you do TikToks with me that you hate, fighting to sit in the front seat of the car, and so much more. I always laugh at your fearful face when me and Daddy push you to come on a roller coaster with us. I kind of feel bad for Moria about the amount of times we teamed up on her. I love our sugar highs and making cotton candy together. Let's pretend you're not a better cook than me. You're so fun to be around, and though my teachers love me more, you're my favorite brother and I love you so much.
By thanking all of our dearest family and friends for being here tonight and for walking yesterday to hear Joshie lead. You have enhanced our simcha in the most tremendous way, and we love you all very much. And to Tzila and Malki, who flew in special today from Miami to celebrate with us tonight, it means the world to Meir and myself having you here. And of course, thank you Hashem the Almighty for bringing us to this momentous milestone in health, exploding with overwhelming happiness, and for Joshie just needing a sling and not a whole arm cast. Joshie, wow, you did an incredible job yesterday with your Leining and Haftorah. Daddy and I are very proud of you. Now, a little bit about Joshie. Wait, let's start with Yaira. Yaira was born and lit up our world. She was the perfect baby. We had a baby nurse from day one, and I couldn't understand what was so hard about babies. I could have a million Yairas, I thought. 14 months later, boom, bing, na na na, na na na. Joshie rocked our world. Miracles and miracles, but still in shock. Having two babies under 15 months, I told Meir, we don't need a baby nurse, I can do this. Let's just say Joshie felt like a million babies. Fast forward 6 weeks later, and that nurse was on her way and here to stay. I believe that everyone here can appreciate who you are by listening to a letter that you wrote to Donald Trump when you were just 8 years old, and he became President of the United States of America. This letter was epic, written by you at just 8 years old, and still makes me laugh every time I read it. Dear President Trump, I love all the stuff you did for the Jews. The Jerusalem capital of Israel was great. When I'm older, I want to own a hotel, but I'm only going to own one because my family doesn't have as much money as you. When I grow up, I want to be a cook. I love cooking, but I mostly love making desserts. Pesach, I'm going to do all the cooking because my mom doesn't like cooking. I've been wondering if you have a lot of work. I'm a work person sometimes. I babysit for my little brother Isaac. He's a bad boy, so I get paid. And Trump Tower, like, what are they doing it? What gave you the idea to make Jerusalem the capital? Just saying, I'm a curious boy. Last thing, you know my mom from a fashion show. And if you want to mail something back, here's my address. Sincerely, Joshie. Joshie, you are smart, handsome, athletic, witty, sharp, capable in every way. You're a doer and super sure of yourself. You're so much fun to be around, a great friend, and the best brother to Yaira, Maria, and Isaac. And you teach me how to be a better mother and person every day. When you were about 4 years old, I took you to get evaluated for speech. After some puzzle tests, I walked into the room to discuss your scoring. The woman who evaluated you was amazed at this little boy sitting in front of her. She said you got most puzzles right away, but the ones that you had trouble with, you just kept trying and trying until you got it. As most 4-year-olds would give up and get frustrated after 2 tries, you never gave up until you completed those puzzles. Joshie, that story was just the beginning, as through the years you have set your mind to many goals, faced numerous challenges, yet you never give up until you conquer and crush them. I've seen it so many times, and I'm always amazed and proud of this incredible quality you have and will carry you through life. Like your most recent life challenge, breaking your radius the day before your bar mitzvah. This past Thursday, just when bar mitzvah plans were falling into place, my to-do list was almost done, and I was feeling a sense of calmness and excitement. My phone rings, and it's the nurse at Help. Your son Joshie's in my office and hurt his arm. He's in terrible pain. What? No, of course not. Of course, it's the story of our life. What started out as a feeling of shock, pain, and devastation, after a few hours, you were back to yourself, smiling, cracking your funny Joshie comments, and proving to yourself that you're not going to let this stop you from anything. Once again, crushing those life challenges. Oh, and let's not forget how you broke your radius. Crawling into home base after flipping over and dodging the ball, scoring for your team, and in the end, your team wins by that 1 point. Joshie always coming out a winner, even with a broken radius. You're funny, smart, and don't miss a beat. In 2nd grade, Daddy and I came to PTA, and the first thing your teacher tells us is that at dismissal the other day, you told her that her hair looks very pink. We did not expect that, but she continues that you were right and that she must make an appointment to highlight and fix her hair. You make goals and crush them. You loved your 6th grade Rebbe's potato kugel. A boy in your class made a siyum and the Rebbe made his kugel for it. You came home, you decided to make a siyum too for that kugel. You started to learn with Daddy Mishnayos, and in no time we were in your class watching you make your siyum eating Rebbe's potato kugel. Joshie, we
guys know touch one more time. I was told to stay. Maybe you can tell. ever let go of me. Nothing like it. Father, I need you. Ever let go of me. Ever let go of me. I need you to realize. And see what life's about. But let me tell you something. Oh, you think you know it all, yeah. And see what life's about. But let me tell you something. There's more to figure out. Road is full of trials and tribulations. Whoa. Keep climbing, never stopping, showing no signs of slowing down. Rising, keep rising, no signs of slowing down. Even keep on climbing mountains. We all in mountains of our own. Keep on climbing mountains. We all in mountains of our own. Needing you. something. It's not me that is from above. Guide me through life, it's where every star. It lifts me up with, shows me His love. I can't get enough of Him, His smile is so warm. He cares for me, and He cares for you. He thinks of me in every way. He thinks of you, and that's what we all say. Well, Daddy, with God,
How fresh is Effie looking right now? Effie is looking so fresh right now. Effie, I think we want Effie and Isaac to sing the next song.
Pepsi.